44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch, bless your heart. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Damn! Killing motherfuckers. Stand over him, shoot him in the face. Say, no. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know me. I be this bitch tripping.
I got you. Let it ride real quick. Look.
City eyes, it's time to Bogart. My God, a real nigga, cause he want no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage and fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Offense taste sweet, told him make me an apple crisp. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Child become a man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a Marquardt, telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poke a stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, so tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen profits under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage is safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Say something, sir.
Hey, Shalom. We got Isupk. Let us know, brothers and sisters. You can hear us good online. We good? Most High in Christ. Look at that, man. Car hand, man. Look, car, man. He ain't that much tax savvy, bro, but he learned, man. You know what I mean? I knew this cat where he couldn't know how to run a calculator. Now he running the computer, man. Most High in Christ. We're gonna get it in. Back to what I was saying. I know y'all may have not heard me before, so for people that I said, of course, we got July 4th tomorrow, so-called America's Independence Day. We're gonna go over that. You got any questions, please type them down in the comment section below, because what we're going over today is a very heavy topic. In the next 24 hours, man, black and brown people are gonna disappoint us. They're gonna let us down. I ain't gonna lie to you, car. All them cats that was waving the black and green flags and then celebrating Juneteenth and this is our Independence Day, and yeah, white people is racist for not giving us the day off on Juneteenth. And it should be a nationally regulated holiday and all this nonsense, man. You're gonna see them wearing red, white, and blue. You're gonna see them at the cookouts. You're gonna see them shooting off fireworks, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Everybody want to say, "Oh man, I'm just doing it for the family. I'm just doing it for a reason to barbecue." You know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all niggas are no different than the nigga that sold out Jesus Christ, man. You know, different than Judas. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to permanently boycott the July 4th. We have to permanently stand against America and their Independence Day. Why? Because we showed you time and time again that America's Independence Day is not our Independence Day. I mean, you can see it as clear as day. We here in America in 2023, in 2023, hundreds of years after conception, and there's Mexicans in dog cages at the border, Guatemalans sitting homeless at the Chicago police station, sitting at the colleges. You know what I'm saying? There's black people still getting gunned down by the police.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, what it gonna take? You know, there's Native American Indians on their own land, even though they're only 5%. They're only 5% of the entire nation's population. They're number one in suicide, number one in drug abuse, now number one in alcoholism. Because no one cares about us. No one cares about black people, Hispanic people, Native American people. And Independence Day of America does not reflect our independence.
Right.
We've been here in America for the last 500 years, and we don't get justice.
Right.
We don't get liberation. When we get shot down in the streets, maybe what? If 10 cats get shot down tomorrow with the police, maybe one will be charged. Maybe one cop. Maybe he'll be able, maybe the rest of them, they going home with pay. They going, man, go ahead, man, take your vacation, man. Good job. We're going to do an open investigation until people forget about it, man.
Right.
And this is what we suffer through in America. And this is what we have to realize once you come into the truth. And once you, as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian man, start understanding who you are, which is an Israelite, it's unbrotherly to celebrate the 4th of July.
That's
It's
right.
unbrotherly to celebrate Thanksgiving. It's unbrotherly to celebrate all these holidays America has formed up. And this is why, because they were formed by your bloodshed, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Every time you think of Independence Day, you should be thinking about the downfall of your people. What these people have done here in America is made an empire off of you. They made rich off of you. Like Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, there wouldn't be no America without us.
Right.
I don't think people realize that. They want to take all these credits and put up the founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Columbus, old gay self. So LGBTQ self, my bad. I don't want to offend the purple people out there. You know, that's their man, Big Frida. All y'all, don't get mad at me, Nasty Nate, for talking about your people like that, man. Don't ban us. Man. But in reality, all these people that you think are the founding fathers of the Americas, that you think they've done so much for America, are nothing. Black people are the founding fathers, the Native American Indians, the Hispanics.
That's right.
We've done more for America than anybody. We've done more for this land, and what have we gotten for it? They make mascots out of us. Go ahead, give me what do I want? Give me Habakkuk 2 and 12, brother.
Come on.
Give me Habakkuk 2 and 12. Because I'm going to show you, according to the Bible, we should not be celebrating this Independence Day. We shouldn't be celebrating America. And independence from them separating from the British, man, we were still in chains.
Right.
The Native American Indians were still being hunted down. Black people were still in slavery while they there fighting the British. And they trying to free themselves from the British. The black man over there carrying them the ammunition. The black man right there carrying them the ink to sign the Declaration of Independence.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, man, all men are created equal. Hey, run that ink over here. Oh, yeah, come here. Negro, come on. Here, right here. Hold it. Yeah, good job, boy. Now go back to the field. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, that's what they was doing to us all those years ago. The Mexicans, they was killing them by the hundreds and thousands. Like, are we really sitting here trying to justify us celebrating the 4th of July? And it's not that you want to justify it, it's that you're lazy. It's that you don't give a damn to fight about your people.
That's
It's that you only fight for your people when it's convenient. You only fight for your people when it's Juneteenth, when everybody's doing it, when everybody's waving a black and brown flag, and yeah, you know, we free. That's when they want to fight. When it's Black History Month, that's when you so blackety black and the white man this and the white man that. But for the rest of the year, man, bro, why you gotta talk about white people, man? Why you gotta talk about them like they ain't do us like that? They ain't do us so wrong. But then one Black History comes around and Juneteenth and the Native American Heritage Month, you want to be so up and righteous about your people and so up in your pride.
Right.
But what about the other 365 days of the year?
Right.
What about the days that matter? What about the Thanksgiving? What about the July 4th? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's brothers right now that is going to take an L. And I know black people hate losing money. But you're going to see cats not coming to work tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? Black people were some of the biggest hustlers in the world, black and Hispanic people. But you're going to see a lot of them call off tomorrow for July 4th, man. You have something to say, Carl?
That's a lot. Before I get to the scripture, don't forget, sir, we finna be celebrating, our people finna be celebrating this BS holiday. They done forgot already just that quick how they just canceled affirmative action.
Oh, yeah. I can't forget that, man.
And they finna be out here celebrating. They was already doing it last night with the fireworks. Thanks be to the Most High, with the rain came, a lot of meat got flooded out. So a lot of our people probably won't be able to do that. And maybe you shouldn't, Lord allow, because these are messages that's being sent to us that we're not recognizing, because we so focused on, like you just said, looking forward to celebrating something that we can't even see. We're not even paying attention to what's going on around us. We focused on this. A lot of people, I just watched the news before I came here. A lot of people just lost a lot of stuff in 24 hours. Furniture, appliances, all this stuff they just lost. But they, for somehow, some way, they're gonna be out there tomorrow trying to make it happen, sir. It's a lot.
Hey, well, the brother bringing out so heavy. Actually, if you don't know, Chicago got just hit with a flash flood. I mean, it was bad. I've been in this city for the last 22 years of my life. I've never seen nothing like that. Austin was flooded. 294 flooded. I-80 flooded. Like, we couldn't get it. We was coming back from Milwaukee from Officer DeBar's lecture, man. He did an amazing lecture out there in Milwaukee. Yeah, give him a hand, man. I'm sorry, Captain DeBar, ma. That's on me. Salakia, sir, if you watching, don't take it out on me too hard. Captain of 10,000 DeBar Moth, man, did an outstanding lecture out there in Milwaukee, of course. And we was driving back, man. That damn near took us 3 hours to get to the crib because everything was just flooded. You know what I'm saying? And like Carr said, there will be a lot of people that lost stuff. They're going to be out there on that wet couch trying to dry it off while they cooking the burgers, man. Talking about some, thank God it's the 4th. Like, what are we sitting here celebrating, man? And people want to say it's in the past and we should forget and forgive, man. The Lord ain't forgotten and forgive.
That's right.
And Carr going to read a few right here. Go ahead, read that scripture for me, brother.
Habakkuk 2:12.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
The Lord said, woe. Woe in this context means destruction. The Lord's saying destruction unto him that buildeth a town with blood. Now, you got to think about the cities here in America. Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, New York. They all the people that are the inhabitants there now are not the inhabitants that used to be 500 years ago.
Right.
Native Americans used to run Chicago.
Right.
New York, Philadelphia, all these lands all throughout, which you now know as American cities, there used to be Indians dwelling there.
Right.
But then guess what happened? The white man came with manifest destiny. Now, if y'all don't know what manifest destiny, allow me to give you a history lesson if I could. Manifest destiny is that belief that because you're white or European, that you have every right to this land.
Right.
That anyone not white or European doesn't have right to this land. So when they came here to the Americas, they preached this doctrine of white purity. So the Native Americans had to go, Black people had to be enslaved, and the Hispanics had to be wiped out and made criminals on their own land.
Right.
So this is what happened to us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian people, we were enslaved. We were slaughtered. We were hunted down to the ends of the earth. Why? So their kingdom can be made. So the Lord's saying destruction's coming to them.
Right.
That built this city on blood. Destruction's coming to America for building up Chicago with bloodshed. Destruction's coming to New York. Destruction's coming to LA. You want to know why? Because they built America with blood, man. And they built it at your blood, man. They built it at the blood of your brothers. If you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, and you celebrating the 4th of July like it's some great thing, and we get to be together as a family, you should feel disgusted. Right. You a sellout, man. You are Uncle Tom, Uncle Tomahawk, T.O. Tom, man. You're disgusted because you have no love for your brothers, man. And more than that, you have no integrity. You don't know when to say no. You're just some slut for America.
Right.
When America tells you dance, you dance. When they tell you to be happy, you get happy. When they tell you be sad, you be sad. And that's why we say in the Isupk, we are the only free men. Because we happy when the Lord tells us to be happy.
Right.
We're sad when the Lord tells us to be sad. We get to follow our own God. Your God is your oppressor, is the colonizers that enslaved you 500 years ago. That's why you're celebrating the 4th of July. You're not celebrating the 4th of July because you love America and all its independence. You're doing it because somebody told you to, nigga. You're doing it because somebody told you to, like an idiot spick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's how they're viewing you. They're like, man, look at these damn idiot Mexicans. Out there loving, they don't know how much we hate their guts. Like a few months ago, there was a white militia group talking about posting. I'm sorry, not a white militia group. There was white people with guns ready to go to the Texas border because they said immigration was such a problem that they were gonna post up at the Texas border and shoot Mexican people that try to cross that border. Try to shoot Guatemalan people, El Salvadorians. And we sit here, and those are the red-blooded true Americans, man. America, all the people you see out there, man, with the Second Amendment rights and all the 1776 all tattooed on their arms. Those are the ones trying to shoot you. But yeah, you're going to be out there with them talking about some, yeah, we free, man. We independent, expecting them to love you, man. America can't love you, nor can these white criminals ever love you as well. Because the way they got America, the way their nation was built is through exiling you, is through making you their slave. So if you're not in that position, how can they ever truly love you?
Right.
How can they love when you submit? They don't love when you're your own individual, man. And here in the ISUPK, we make it our mission to make Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian people free. That's our job. We're here to make them free from the oppression that they suffer here in America, man.
Damn right.
And every day you celebrate the 4th of July, Thanksgiving, you're just showing how ignorant and how much of a slave you are. We're not ignorant for looking at the past. You're ignorant for forgetting history.
Right.
That's what the fact of the matter is. Go ahead, brother.
No, so like if I could now they want to call us out because we bringing up slavery.
Right.
Okay. We need to forget about the past.
Right.
Well, this BS holiday that they about to celebrate tomorrow was established in 1776.
Damn.
So somebody tell me what, like, you want to say forget that, but remember this. And if I remember correctly, Juneteenth happened in 1865. So like it, so
damn near 100 years.
So when they established Independence Day, the 4th of July, we were still being, we were still enslaved, still brought over here on ships. And Juneteenth was established in 1865. But then what about Jim Crow laws and all that, which they just stopped hanging us. They really never, they never stopped hanging us. It just slowed down in 1940.
Just about.
And we in 2023, and you telling us forget about slavery. That was a long time.
You can't even say 1940, 1978. It just kept going, bro.
Kept going.
You know what I mean?
It
just quieted down in the media.
Right.
You know, it become a regular thing. Like, that's what we don't realize. Black people, Hispanic people, Native American people in America, it's not that lynchings have died down or hate crimes have died down. You just become numb to it. It's just an everyday thing. Like, if you beat someone every day, eventually they'll get used to the beating.
Right.
You know, you come in the room and you throw a few punches at somebody, and the first few punches is gonna hurt. Damn, man, ow, ow, ow. You know, you're gonna keep coming in the room, boom, 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 slap, like a child that's been beaten. That's us here in America. It's like a victim of assault.
Right.
After a while, you just become numb to it.
Right.
Just like we are in the ghettos and the barrios every day. We're numb to seeing people die. Why? Because we've seen it so much. We're used to bloodshed. We're used to death because we've seen it so much. And that's exactly how we are here in America. We're used to being hated on. We're used to being hated and killed. Like, here's something people don't realize. Slavery was so-called abolished. But like you said, lynching was still going on. Jim Crow was still going on. They made the Native American citizens, you know, actual people around the 19th century. No, I'm sorry, 20th century, early 20th century, about 1910, 1920, around that time, right? But it wasn't until probably the early 70s the Native Americans weren't able to leave the reservations legally. If you was a Native American, you left the reservation and during like the early 70s, early 60s, you was getting killed. You was getting put to death for leaving that reservation. And people think, oh, that isn't happening now. Now we got all these rights and everything else. But guess what? Over 25,000 indigenous women are missing off reservations. And people can't find them. People don't know where they are. I'm going to tell you what happened. It never changed. It just, we just stopped talking about it because we became numb to it. Right. And that's the problem with America. That's the problem with you celebrating the 4th of July. That's the problem with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians lacking brotherhood. Right. Brotherhood is standing for those that can't stand no more. Damn right. There's brothers and sisters, Nat Turner, Geronimo, Chief Red Cloud, Sitting Bull. Those brothers, man, if they could stand right now, they'd tell you they'll roll over in their grave if they saw brothers. So Nat Turner celebrating the 4th of July. Y'all gotta go watch Birth of a Nation, man. Go watch Django or something. Like, y'all, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna watch Django, Birth of a Nation, Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. I'm gonna watch all the revolutionary movies I can because I need to get this spirit of patriotism off of me. Because it's just everywhere. It's in the airwaves. It's in the TV channels. You see they're hanging up all the flags proudly. And then I can't stand you cats tomorrow. They're going to be wearing the red and white Air Force Ones. Do not approach me with the red, white, and blue Air Force Ones. All you cats talking all this blackity black talk, all you signetters out there, all you conscious cats that's so about black people and so about the community, you're going to be out there with your oppressors, man, wearing that red, white, and blue flag. Man, some cats are going to cry tomorrow, too. You know that, right? They're going to look at them fireworks and be like, oh, my God. God bless America. God is good. God bless Jesus. White Jesus. Going to be out there like Uncle Ruckus. Bless white Jesus for bringing us here and giving us this. And that's our problem here in America. If you could, brother, continue with that scripture because people need to hear this.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12.
Go ahead.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
How was America funded? On nothing but bloodshed. It was founded on the bloodshed of over 100 million North American Indians, over 100 million black people, and that's just on the slave trade alone. We're not talking about the ones that died in slavery. Right. On just them coming on the transatlantic slave trade, they said over 99 million black people died on the boat ride over here. The Hispanics over another 100 million. And they want to sit here and cry about the Holocaust. They want to sit here and cry about these mass shootings, these terrorist attacks, which are horrible things. Don't get it twisted. Right. No one should have to be put to death in those horrible ways. But every time we talk about the slaughter of Native Americans, Hispanic people, black people, we're always told to forget about it. But when it talks about white history, well, to always remember the Alamo. Always remember D-Day. Always remember the 4th of July, 1776, when the founding fathers were there in their gay wigs and their makeup and their nasty teeth, sat there and came up when they drunkenness, fighting against other white people, right? Their independence. Right. Like, we supposed to look at it as so great when they had people in slavery. You know what I mean? They sitting in there talking about some, we're free men and that's fine and good, but you got niggas and natives in slavery. And you want to see how nasty it was? You should go watch a movie. Shout out to the brother, Officer 1000 Mayad. He put me on a movie called, and give that brother a hand. My bad. Let's give him a hand, man. That's an excellent brother, man. And let me tell you why. Your brother put me onto a movie when I first came into school. It's called Goodbye, Uncle Tom. You seen it before?
I stomached it as much as I could, and then I couldn't watch it, sir.
Go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's a 4-hour after this class. Go watch it. Save it to your list, whatever it is. Go do it. Because you're going to watch that movie and you're going to be sick to your stomach. And you're going to be seeing what they did in the 1600s, what they were doing in the 1700s. While you over here talking about some yay, hooray, July 4th, hooray, they were sitting there with your damn ancestors under their feet. They was there raping your ancestors, breaking their teeth in so they can make sure they eat the slop that they force-fed you, man. That was a hard portion. There was one part I'll never forget about this movie. There's a part, right, they brought a devil who was a doctor, right? He was a European doctor. They brought him in, and he was talking about how black people were inferior. You know, like that whole Django scene where he was like, oh, you look inside a black person's skull, they're made to be servants and all that. He was going into that. And then while he's walking through, because it's supposed to be filmed like a documentary. So while he's walking through showing the slaves and everything, he passes by a cage. And the cat filming, he said, wait. Why are you walking past that cage? He said, they look like Indians in there. He said, yeah. He said, those are failed experiments. He's like, those are the Indians. We tried to enslave them, but you only beat them and they do nothing. He's like, when you beat black people, they're like dogs. They cleave to you. The Native Americans, they're too independent. They'll starve themselves to death. They'll choose death before they choose to be a servant. But black people, we'll beat them all day and they'll cling to us, man. And these are real thoughts about you. This is how they felt about you, man. And that's why the Lord said, warn to them that build a city with blood. Go ahead.
Come. Establish it a city by iniquity.
And then look how they built this city up. Not only did they kill blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, but they disrespected your God, man. They made the LGBTQ community have more rights than you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a whole sexual orientation has more rights than black people in America.
Right.
Has more rights than the Hispanics and Native American Indians. You see, you can try to hide being black. You can try, I'm sorry, you can't try to hide being a black person. You can't hide being a Native American Indian. You can't hide being Hispanic. But you can pretend not to like men.
Right.
You can pretend not to be a lesbian, but you can't pretend not to be a nigga. You can't pretend not to be a merciless Indian savage. And guess what? Those people that have a sexual orientation have more rights than you here in America. Dogs got more rights than you. Man, you go kill a police dog. See how long you gonna sit in prison. Hey, brother. You sitting in prison. You sitting in prison if you kill a police dog. But let a nigga get shot down in the streets of Chicago. There's no justice. Let a Hispanic man get killed at the border. There's no justice. And that's the problem. Not only was America built on bloodshed of God's chosen people, but the way it's built up now, the way it's still standing is through nothing but sin. Drugs are being flowed through the streets. Gang members run rampant. You know what I'm saying? Political parties stand at their highest, dividing black and Hispanic people. And religions are all around here stealing money from the poor. This is the life you live, and you want to say everything's all fine and dandy. We're all Americans. We're all red, white, and blue today. We don't see color. You a goddamn idiot. And not only that, you hate your people, man. And I'm only telling you this because this is what you need to hear. Right. This is tough love, man. This is what your daddy should have taught you. Damn your daddy should have taught you. If you go out there in that red, white, and blue, you look like a goddamn sucker, man. Damn right. And that's the fact of the matter is, what Pimp C say, man, take that monkey ish off, you embarrassing us. Right. That's why I'm gonna tell these cats to ball car. They better not come around me with that red, white, and blue shit, man. Especially the cats. I know, man, all this talk about, man, because I remember when Juneteenth came around and brothers, I knew cats at the slave, cats, around the, I knew, talking about some, oh man, yeah, man, they, I got going to work today, man. The job ain't give me Juneteenth off. Maybe you is right. Maybe they are racist. Well, okay, brother, maybe these brothers coming around. If they come in tomorrow in some red, white, and blue shorts, car, I'm gonna tell them, man, I don't want to hear nothing about no white people ever again. Y'all better not ever complain about America, because obviously you love it here. You know what I'm saying, brother? You got something you want to say, car?
If I could. I mean, we're in a terrible state.
Right.
When you got the crackhead dressing in red, white, and blue, and he is in a terrible state in his mind. Mm-hmm. And he's wearing red, white, and blue. Already. I gave a brother, sometimes if I got it, I know brothers need it. If I got a couple dollars or whatever, I give it to brothers. Brothers are destroyed. The brother said thank you, but then he goes right into have a happy 4th. Mm-hmm. I said, brother, you out here jammed up. Mm-hmm. What's so happy about 4th of July? Mm-hmm. Tell me. Nobody never said that to me. I said, well, I'm saying it to you.
Damn right.
What's so happy when you jammed up out here? Why you think I'm gonna pull off and go celebrate and I just recognized you out here jammed up?
Mm-hmm.
It's not my, whatever going on with you, I ain't gonna judge you on that. Mm-hmm. I can just clearly see you jammed up. So by me seeing you jammed up, what am I celebrating? What am I happy for? That means I could just, you telling me I'm gonna give you a couple of dollars and I'm gonna ride off and I'm gonna think I did my job when I'm knowing you just standing here and you jammed up. Mm-hmm. That's not reality. It's just not reality. You got people today, tomorrow, they really don't know where their meal gonna come from. But I'm listening to brothers that got good jobs and all this crap, and they complaining about their job they got, and they're gonna be celebrating this crap when I'm looking at our people, and we just each year dwindling away, like not like we got a lot of death going on, of course, but then the new drugs that in here with the fentanyl and the meth mixed together with the pills,
right? Like
you seeing fiends even younger. So now we looking at, like, of course we was hooked on drugs when we was young, but now you can recognize a teenage and a 20-year-old that's already strung out already. Now y'all gonna go and pop fireworks and do all this garbage.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got two families that's going at each other right now, from the brother that got killed, Jeremy Brown, which he was wrong for punching a sister in the face. But word on the street is, well, his people didn't like it, and the sister got to move. But you got to have a hot dog tomorrow.
Hey man, get this brother Car.
You know what I'm saying?
Car, what you saying is absolutely right, brother. Because we got our own problems in our own community.
Right.
Like what they celebrate, we should be handling that tomorrow.
Damn right.
That's what we should be doing. We should be debating amongst ourselves as a community what we're gonna do.
Right.
We should have our judges in the streets.
Damn right.
Who the Isupk on the command job. We should have righteous men dealing with this cause, finding out, okay, what are we gonna do? Your son over here put hands on this sister over here, and her son want to put him to death. How are we gonna correlate this? How are we gonna deal with this instead of sitting here talking about the 4th of July? Because that's what free people do. That's what a nation does.
That's right.
But instead, you want to sit here in your destruction. Grab me the book in the Apocrypha, Baruch 4:15. Baruch 4:15. Because what Carr is saying is absolutely correct. You're sitting in, like Ice Cube said in the movie, man, you're behind enemy lines. Right. We're in enemy territory, man. And you over here trying to celebrate the enemy's holiday. Right. You have Stockholm syndrome, man. You're a hostage here in America. You're being held against your will. You feel like you got no choice but to celebrate the 4th of July because that's all you know.
Right.
That's all you know here in America. You're a civilian, man. You're a slave. You're an endangered species trying to celebrate the hunters that are hunting you every single day. And it's in the Bible. They hunt our steps. It's all throughout the scriptures, man. God does not want you celebrating the 4th of July. God hates the 4th of July, man.
Damn
you
right.
See, he tried flooding it out yesterday.
Damn right.
He tried flooding it out. All you cats that thought you was going to Indiana to get your fireworks and head to the meat shops, you ain't do it yesterday. God shut that down. He said, I'm flooding the streets today because he knew what you was about to be on, man.
Right.
Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man, we have so many problems we have to deal with internally as a nation. Instead of you trying to celebrate the 4th of July. You know how many black people car that ain't got it, but they're going to go out there and buy some $100 fireworks, $200. They're going to spend their rent money on some fireworks car. To be the biggest and baddest cat on the block with the fireworks. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? And not to mention that the amount of deaths that are going to occur during the 4th of July. And you think that's just some random occurrence? Memorial Day, deaths. 4th of July, deaths. Right. Thanksgiving, niggas shoot on Christmas, man. It's cold out there, car, and brothers still got the audacity to lift something out their coat and shoot someone in what the ice. You know, we in Chicago, and the ice is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in negative 10-degree weather, and you out there on the block looking to shoot somebody, man.
Right.
And us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we don't see the problem with it, man. We don't see the problem with it because we lack brotherhood.
That's right.
And that's why it's so important for us to come into this school and realize what brotherhood is about, man. Because Jesus Christ died for brotherhood. He died for Black, Hispanic, and Native American men to realize we have to love each other more than everything, man. More than anything out here on this godforsaken earth. We must love the Lord first and then our brothers second, man. That's what Christ said. He said the law hinges on two things. Love the Lord thy God with all thy mind, heart, and soul, and love your brother as you love yourself. And that's where it's gonna take. If you love your brother as you love yourself, if you're a Black man and you love the Native American Indians, you're not gonna celebrate the 4th of July. If you're a Black man and you love another Black man, you're not gonna celebrate the 4th of July. Native American, you love your Black brothers, you love your Hispanic brothers, don't celebrate the 4th of July. You wanna know why? Because that's love. If you hate what happened with that sister and her son and hate that they had to kill another Black man, and guess what? That was still the white man's fault. And you shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July, man.
That's right. You
shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July. You love your history, your ancestors, your grandparents, your mom, your dad, everybody. You shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July, man. The 4th of July is against Black and brown people. Because the only way America would ever have it as independence is by getting it through the backs of Black and brown slaves, man.
That's right.
And for us to have brotherhood, for us to love each other once again, what it's going to take is for us to hate the 4th of July. It's for us to do away with it, man. It should be banned in every ghetto, every barrio, every reservation. It should be banned. I don't understand how you on a reservation, right? You on a section of your land that, like, imagine someone breaks into your crib right now, car, right? They break in your crib, hold you at gunpoint, kill your family, right? And then they say, all right, man, you're going to stay in that corner over there. That little itty bitty corner right there. You stay right here. We're going to give you your food. We're going to give you everything. But you can't leave that corner. This is my house now. But you stay in that corner right there. And then you're going to sit there and celebrate your captive's birthday with him. He going to bring the cake in and be like, hey, man, you want a slice? You want a slice? You want some civil rights? That's what you want. You want to dress up in red, white, and blue. You want some fireworks, man. That's exactly what's going on with us here in America. We're a beaten down, abused victim, man. Right. Especially the Native American Indians. You're on a reservation, a section of land, the little corner in the house that you got beaten into. And you're sitting on the reservation talking about some happy 4th of July, waving flags, shooting the fireworks, thinking you're free. Native American Indians should be the last person talking about they're free. The Black man in America talking about they're free makes my eye twitch, let alone to see my Native brothers doing it. The Hispanics, man, I don't even want to hear y'all talk about y'all free, man. You talk with a little bit of an accent, your ass getting asked where your papers at, man. Let you come up with something about some happy 4th of July, man. They go like, hey, man, where your papers at? You legal? You able to say that, boy? You know what I'm saying? You had something to say, brother?
I mean, you know, what you bring now is so heavy because, like you said, we barely could feed the family from day to day. And we're going to find some kind of way to come up with some funds to celebrate this wicked ass holiday. And on top of it, we're going to commit crimes against each other to get the money to celebrate this wicked ass holiday. So right now at this moment, it's a brother being victimized right now for his money. So the other brother that's victimizing him can go and buy some fireworks and feel like he's gonna give his kids a happy 4th of July.
Not just the fireworks. You ain't forget the ribs, the prime ribs. What else they like? Hot links. The pork chops going on the grill. Don't forget the pork chops.
Pork chops, sir, salakia, the links, the ribs. Now, you know, we think we done moved up, so you know we're gonna be grilling disgusting things like crab legs.
Can't forget the crab.
We're gonna be grilling lobsters. We're gonna be having all this seafood boiled crap. Like we just gonna do all this unnecessary stuff. And you know what I really believe? I really believe that our people know they're depressed and know they're being oppressed, but they try to do this to escape that reality.
That's
of
exactly
what we're dealing with.
You want to know why? Because I was talking. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you could.
You know, I was talking to a brother the other day, man, about the 4th of July, because brothers always make small talk, man. People that don't know you, they be like, man, what you doing for the 4th of July? He asked the right one, brother. I looked up, I said, not a goddamn thing. He looked at me like he was confused. I said, let me ask you, brother, what you doing for the 4th, man? He goes, man, I'm going to go out there with the wife and the kid, we're going to get to grilling. I said, okay, well, why is that? Man, it's the 4th of July. It's Independence Day. I said, so I'm leading him into it. Independence Day for who? Man, come on, man. Here you go with that, bro. Man, not even like it. Look, man, it's just a reason for a nigga to barbecue, man. That's all I see. So that's what you're going to sell out your integrity for? You know what I mean? That, like, I get it, man. Your life is such hell. Life is such destruction. You need anything to escape your reality. But you don't need to celebrate the 4th of July. You don't need to celebrate Christmas. You don't need to celebrate Thanksgiving. You only think you need to because America told you to do so.
Right.
And America taught your family to do so. You don't know how many people have left the school car and left the truth trying to follow after their family because their family continues celebrating the 4th of July. Their family continues celebrating Christmas. Their family continues celebrating Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Some of my family thought I was dead. Because they ain't seen me in years. Because all they do is invite me to 4th of July, Thanksgiving. They invite me to Christmas. I tell them I'm not going every year. And they be confused when they don't see me. They see everybody else. They see my sisters, my moms, my dad. They be like, man, where he at? He ain't coming. And you better believe it, man. And you better not come either, brother. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Especially if you're a man. You gotta accept, you gotta extort your dominance, man. You gotta show you got a masculine bone in your body, and a way to show to do that is define America, man.
Damn right.
That's one of the most powerful things a Black, Hispanic man, Native American man can do, is denying his oppressor. Of course, we in slavery every day, man. We gotta make money. We gotta make sure we stay afloat. We gotta make sure we keep the lights on. We gotta make sure we feed our family. After that, man, I ain't going to no Christmas party. If they come out tomorrow talking about we having a 4th of July party, I said, well, I'm clocking out. You know what I mean, Car? They talking about some come to the Christmas party. Hell no, I'm not going. You know what I mean? Because Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, I love them more than I love anyone else. I love them more than I love this godforsaken country, man. And why I choose them over anything, man. I choose them over hog mogs. Choose them over the chitlins and the hot links. And what the Mexicans be eating, man? They be eating, what's this shit called?
The carnitas?
The carnitas, man. Are they gonna put the carnitas on the grill, man, tomorrow? The carnita tacos, man, they gonna be on the grill. All the I forgot what they call shrimp. They do a lot with shrimp. Shrimp, they seafood. The Mexicans don't do so much. They do some crab and lobster. What they deem it is that shrimp and oyster, man. They gonna be cooking that up tomorrow, acting like they all free and that and drinking all the Modelos they can and beating their wives. That's what goes on with us, man. We have our own problems in our own community that we need to solve. But instead, we're gonna sit here talking about the 4th of July. Happy 4th. Read that scripture for you, if you could, my brother.
The book of Baruch, out of the Apocrypha, chapter 4 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
For he hath brought a nation upon them from far.
He has what?
Brought a nation upon them from far.
There's a nation that is upon us right now, man, and they come from afar. What nation is that? The so-called European race.
Right.
The colonizers, who the Bible describes as the Edomites.
Right.
Esau. The Lord brought them away from far to teach us a lesson. Just teach us there's nothing more valuable than him in our life and his law, statutes, and commandments. And his law, statutes, and commandments contain brotherhood, man. Contain that Black, Hispanic, and Native American people must love each other more than anyone else. And we don't understand it because we're such a nation with lawlessness. That's what our oppressor taught us to be. But every nation on this earth understands brotherhood. You ain't going to beat up another Chinese person with a Chinese parent standing in the room. You ain't going to do that. And if you do and you get away with it, China going to handle that business.
All right.
China going to send some lawyers. They're going to demand you get exiled to China and face court over there. Like, you beat up a Nigerian, man, you going to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you don't get justice, man. You don't have anyone calling out for you. You don't have anyone to stand up for you. We need to stand for each other. And by doing that, we need to do it by defying the 4th of July.
Damn right.
Wanna know why? Go ahead, brother.
A shameless nation.
Because we're standing against a shameless nation, a nation that don't give a damn about nothing. They go out and let gay people parade with pedophiles in the streets. They claim all this pride and be out there naked, taking pisses in the street in front of children, brother. What that got to do with pride? What that got to do you being talking about expressing yourself, being out there naked? There was transgenders getting naked in front of the White House, in front of children, in front of children. And you want to sit here and call the Isupk a hate group.
Right.
And we're so militant and we're so evil. Why? Because we tell black women to cover their behinds up.
Right.
You're never going to see one of our wives dancing and twerking in front of children. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see our wives in the strip club. And even heavier than that, you're not going to see brothers in the strip club.
Damn right.
You ever heard that, man? A nigga not going to the strip club? A Mexican cat not going to the strip club? That's where cats live at. Some cats, they go down there every other week. As soon as that paycheck hit, man, and y'all gonna head out, man. Pole cats, y'all gonna head out to what's that old one out there? It's on the south suburbs.
I don't know.
What's it
On the
called?
100.
Yeah, Jimmy's.
Jimmy's.
Man, let's go out to Jimmy's, man.
Jimmy's. They even had a. They even do things for certain BS holidays.
Oh, you better believe there's gonna be some girls in there with some
Right
thongs.
right now.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And you sitting in there loving it. You sitting in there basking at it to a shameless nation. Go ahead, brother.
And of a strange language.
Of a strange language. Now you don't know the language of your God. You don't know who you were as a people. The Native American Indians, tell them who they were before they got conquered. The Hispanics, who they were before they were called Hispanics. Black people are number one. Who are they before they were called black? Before they were called Negroes, right. African Americans. Go ahead, brother.
Who neither reference old man.
Who neither what?
Reference old man.
Go ahead.
Nor pity child.
And this is what they did to gain America. They didn't care if you was old. They didn't care if you was young. If you was black, Hispanic, and Native American, you going into slavery. If you was black or brown, you was getting your head chopped off. Like you also celebrated to blow fireworks. You were the fireworks in 1776.
Right.
They put the dynamite in your mouth and took target practice to see if they could shoot it to make your head explode.
Right.
Talking about Thanksgiving, when the turkey on that plate on that table supposed to represent the Native Americans' head being chopped off, man. They used to chop your head off and play soccer with it. The U.S. soldiers, the U.S. cavalry, and that's what you celebrating? What do you think the cranberry sauce represent? The blood of the Native American Indians.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to talk about the stripes and the banners. Man, you didn't know they was putting stripes on your back to gain those stripes and banners, man?
Right.
Like, that's what we don't realize, man. They didn't give a damn if you was old, young. You was getting slaughtered for their independence.
That's right.
You was getting slaughtered so they can have a better life. You got something to say, brother? You go ahead with the scripture.
I think you might want 16 as well. So
oh, yeah. We're going to get that. Go ahead and read it.
What you saying is so heavy. 16 is just going to, it's going to give people a visual of what you was just saying according to the scriptures. Verse 16, the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 16. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow.
Of who?
Of the widow.
Man, they carried away the children of the widow. Now, she's a widow. What does that mean? She's already lost her husband. What the scriptures say, you can't take a strong man's house unless you bind a strong man.
That's right.
And that's exactly what they did to black, Hispanic, and Native American men. They beated you to subjection. They made you afraid of them. So then what they did, they raped your woman. They killed your woman. They stole your babies out of your woman's arms. The Native American Indians, man, it's a story that always makes me cry. Every time you go read the Trail of Tears, man, of when the women that were suckling their babies, man, during the trail, you know, they had to walk all those miles during the Trail of Tears. So many women were sucking babies in the winter, in the cold, suckling them. And if they would stop for too long to suckle the babies, the U.S. cavalry would take their babies and bash them onto rocks, throw them into the rivers, throw them into trees. And this is what this scripture is talking about. Talking about the black women that were in slavery, that were in servitude, that had their babies ripped from their arms, man. There's children, because they were just viewed as breeding animals. The way you breed a pit bull, the way you'll breed a horse, was the way black people were viewed. Was the way the Native American Indians were viewed. The Hispanics were viewed. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, they did the same to the Native American Indians in Europe. They put them in human zoos. They put the Native Americans and Hispanics in human zoos and would force them to breed so they can keep these zoos alive. Just like you would do, oh, these are the pandas, they're endangered species. Right. We got to make sure they mate so that they can continue living on. They had to do the same thing with the Native Americans.
Right.
Go ahead, brother. You have something to say?
Just to piggyback on what you're saying, in Canada too, they changed the whole entire image of the Native Americans. And they were raping the children and the women, and then putting them, the dead ones, they was leaving in the basement of the school.
Oh, man, how can you forget that, Carl?
Like it is.
And they're finding, if I could.
No, go ahead, sir.
They're finding thousands of bodies every day, man. At first it was 12,000, 14,000. Like it just kept growing. You know what the Catholic Church did? I'm sorry. The Catholic Church is the richest religion, government, because they're their own government.
Right.
Out there in where is it? Where he stay at? Where the Pope at?
The Vatican.
The Vatican. It's its own state, little city. It's the richest city on earth. They have all the riches from all the nations they conquered, including the Native American Indians. Damn right. And guess what they did? When they they knew already. Y'all acting like y'all like y'all bringing it to the forefront. Look what you did. They knew that. You didn't know.
Right.
And now that you caught them red-handed, they're just like, my bad, man. Yeah, you right. My bad. My bad. And you sitting here celebrating the 4th of July. You sitting here, I can't forget Canada Day. Shout out to the brother Barack Yahala out there in Canada, man. He tagged me in the video exposing Canada Day, man. Just like we're exposing the 4th of July. And that is important. Because blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we got no purpose celebrating these holidays, man. We shouldn't be celebrating the 4th of July. We shouldn't be celebrating America's upcoming uprising, man. Because America's upcoming and uprising was our downfall. Right. That's what we got to realize. What Carr is saying is absolutely right, man. They buried innocent children underneath schools. Babies, 4-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 8-year-olds that never had a chance of life. And not only that, they molested a lot of them, man. That's why they had to get rid of the evidence before they went back and told their families. They had to bury them under the school, man. Right. And because of that, you think God isn't going to make them pay? This is what you got to realize. This is why brotherhood is so important. Because if you truly love your people, you will never stand up for the American flag. Never stand up for the national anthem. You never salute the red, white, and blue stripes. You never sit there with the American patch all up on your baseball caps, right, all up on your shoes, looking like a goofy, man. Like a cornball, man. Yo, man, this is what we were up in here, man, to represent our nation, man. And we not GDs, brother. I had to make that announcement, man. And, you know, they don't like this, Carl. We in Chicago. We got to announce it. We ex-members up in here. Some brothers are. I'm not. But some brothers in here are, but they left that life alone, man. But we wear this to represent our nation here, man, to show that we come in the authority of our King, man, Christ, who sits on the throne of King David, his father, man, through all the generations and through the prophecy. Now Christ sits and rules over everybody, man, including your president, man, right, including all the world's leaders, man. And he's coming back to set this place aright. And the way he's going to do that is by setting America on fire, man. And by saying the hell with the 4th of July. You like the fireworks now? Wait till you see the fireworks when Armageddon kicks off. Wait till you see the fireworks, man. It says, y'all ever seen the Terminator? You know I love saying the car. Terminator 2. I saw it over the weekend, man. Sarah Connor, when she got her eyes burned out, when the nukes drop, that's going to be your 4th of July fireworks, man. That's what you got to look forward to if you keep sitting here celebrating the 4th of July, man, with these damn oppressors, man.
That's right.
Making us look bad.
That's right.
They making us look bad, Car. I hear Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. You making the other nations laugh at you.
Right.
You know, the other nations are looking at you like that, like the Chinese, the East Indians, they're looking at you like, damn, these cats got enslaved, murdered, and beaten, and they sitting here with American flags talking about some red, white, and blue. Oh, say, can you see, home of the brave, all that nonsense. They're looking at you like an idiot. Like, look at these cats, man.
Right.
They sat here and got beat and shot and killed. And they sitting here celebrating the oppressor's holiday, man. That's why it's so important for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians for us to love each other, man.
Damn right.
Guess what? If you truly love another Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, not only will you not sell drugs to them or kill them, guess what you won't do? You won't celebrate their death. You won't celebrate their death.
That's right.
You won't celebrate the destruction of your own people. That's what you're doing. If you celebrate the 4th of July, you a sellout, man.
Damn right.
You a disgusting sellout. And you don't love Black people. You don't love Hispanic people. You don't love Black women. You don't love the Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, woman, and child. You don't love none of those people, man. You hate them. You hate them because you celebrate the society that hates them, that hates you, that hates everything you stand for, that hates your king, that puts your king to death, man.
That's right.
Don't you know these people are the descendants of the Romans, are the descendants of the ancient Greeks, the ones that stabbed Christ in his side? And those are the ones you worshiping at. And they don't hide it, Car. Go look at all your famous Washington monuments, the Abe Lincoln Memorial. Go look at all those famous things in Washington, D.C., and you'll see it's built just like ancient Rome. It's built like ancient Egypt, built like ancient Babylon. They're not hiding anything to you. They're trying to show you we are the same people that put you in slavery all those years ago. And the only one that can't see it is you, because you want to continue to be blind.
That's right.
The Black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. This is how you're going to free yourself, man, by learning the truth. You got something y'all want to say, brother?
I mean, like, what you saying is so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you representing the shield, being from Chicago and knowing about GDs and BDs, old head a long time ago, he understands that the shield we rock, he knows that that's the seal of David, King David in the Bible. He knew this. But we think the GDs that came up with this. When this is our culture coming right out of the Holy Scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So we know, but we just refuse to go any deeper than what we know on the surface, because we know the deeper you go, the better of a person you're gonna have to be.
And that's the truth, man.
That is a commandment. That's an order. It's an order for you to find out how you supposed to be and live the way you supposed to live. But we won't do that because we too afraid, like you said. We so afraid of our oppressor. We're gonna be out there tomorrow with that stupid hat on. I'm sick because we're gonna be out here with that dumb hat on, waving flags, clapping, eating all kind of abomination food that the Lord said don't eat, clapping and laughing. And I hate to say this, but I don't hate to say this. I almost can't wait to look at the news Wednesday morning to see all the mayhem that's gonna go on. They covering it. They covered up a lot of what went on this weekend, talking about damn NASCAR.
Oh yeah, they gonna talk about NASCAR so the wheels come off.
NASCAR,
because they don't want to talk, like you said. It's about to be their 4th of July. A lot of people don't even know this. You know, the taxes is one of them, right? They ain't talking about the taxes right now. Gas about to be about $5. They ain't talking about that. Why? Because they want you to go get your gas and go all the way up to Indiana. And once you come back from that 4th of July trip, you won't see that gas at $6. What just happened? You know what I'm saying? And this is what we don't realize, man. What Carr saying is so heavy, man. Like, first, to touch on what you said about the seal of David, man. The seal of King David right here was the Mungun Dawada, which we wear in the Israelite school. You became as priest of the Lord. That's like right. Whether it's the GDs, whether it's any other gang, whether it's the occult, whether it's the so-called Jewish man, this is just more proof that we're supposed to be wearing this. Like the scriptures say in Esther 8 and 8, the seal of Zion has lost her value and has fallen into the hands of them that hate us, man. That's in the scriptures. That's in the scriptures, man. That this seal right here, the seal of King David, the seal of the nation of Israel. And nowadays, cats are scared to wear this. Right. Brothers coming to the school and be like, man, I don't know, man. You know, I live by some 2-6s, man. I don't know if I want to wear that. You know what I mean? I live by some kings, man. I don't know if, you know, they're going to try to check me for that, you know, because brothers don't understand, man, that this is a symbol of God right here. That's right. This has no power, and they don't see and think we're going to be in here like, oh, my God, you know, a demon coming in. Hey, brother, you know, how they be doing off the movies. Shabbat Shalom, you know, Kodash Gabar, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of nonsense. That's not what this is for, man. This is simply to show that the Lord is in here, man. That's right. That we come in the name of the Lord. This is the continuation of the priesthood. And we come as priests of the Lord, man. Damn right. And we come in here to show our authority. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, man, this is the place where you can have authority once again. I don't care if you join the CPD. I don't care if you're part of the biggest, toughest gang. If you don't know how to be free, man, you have no authority whatsoever. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you don't work a 9 to 5. I don't care if you out here hustling. I don't care if you out here a Forex trader. I don't care if you out here cracking cars, whatever you're doing. I don't care. I don't care if you don't got if you got so-called passive income. Man, guess what you getting paid in? White man money. Right. Guess what you buying and selling with? White man money. White faces. Well, what now I say? Dead presidents. Right. That's what you're doing there. And now one of them look like you, brother. And now one of them are backed by what you have. How much gold you got? Now, I'm not talking about the little fake gold you bought from the Arabs in the mall. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that little chain you got for 50 G's. You think that's money, huh? You think 5 G's is money, huh? That little Rolex you got on your watch is 10 G's, huh? You think that's something, huh? What they got in Fort Knox will make your bank look like a piggy bank, man. That's right. That's what we don't realize. We think a Rolls Royce is money. Right around the new 2025 Jeep, that's money. And that's nothing, man. We in poverty here in America. The Teslas now, that's the new thing. They pull up in a Tesla car. They think they made it now. Give me Psalms 55 and 20 if you could. Hey, what brothers on? Is there any more in that scripture?
Just a little more, sir. You want that?
Yeah, finish off on that.
Come. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 16.
Go ahead.
These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters.
God damn. And left her without nothing, man. That's who we are here in America. That child, that woman is talking about the nation of Israel. Right. Left us with our daughters, left us with our sons, took our children away from us, man. That's the life we live here in America, man. We live the life of slaves. That's right. That's what you got to realize. If you're a Native American, Black, Hispanic, you are not supposed to be existing. Like, they literally tried to wipe you out. For the Native American Indians, they had a term for it. Kill the Indian, save the man. The whole point was to destroy you as a people. The whole point was to gentrify you. Right. You're seeing it right now. Now they're doing it with the other tribes. Now they're doing it with the Hispanics out there on 26th Street, out there in Cicero. Now they're doing it with Black people out there in Hyde Park, out there on the west side in Humboldt Park. Like, this is what's going on right in your face. You can't see it, that they're trying to get rid of you, man. They're trying to get rid of Black people, Hispanics, Native American Indians, man. And what this the thing you don't realize. You can come get your culture back, your heritage back. That's right. And the only way you're going to do it is coming into the Isupk. Damn right. Because in here, the culture of Black and brown people thrive. And here it's our priority, man. We're not talking about our President's Independence Day. Guess what? They're going to be classy tomorrow, and you ain't going to see one cat. I pray they don't wear red and white. So whoever teaches the class tomorrow, please don't come in with red and white. Say sloggy, sir. Hey, Officer Carriers wanted to let you know. Please don't come in on red or white and blue. We're all Black tomorrow. That's what we gonna do, man. Because it's a disgusting thing to just represent a nation that has killed your people, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we don't do up in here. Up in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander Johanna, the wetbacks thrive in here. The Native American savages, merciless Indian savages, we work with pride. Well, I'm proud to be a merciless Indian savage, man. We proud to be niggas in here.
Damn
Spicks and wetbacks, man. We'd rather be that than American citizens. Rather be that than we bleed red, white, and blue. Rather be that, man. Jeezy talking about something. My president's black and my Lambo is blue, man. Like, you remember that, man? When he tried to get the whole, when he was out there trying to get the whole promo for the voting, like
for Obama.
Yeah, man. Like, these are what your celebrities are promoting because they sellouts, man. All these cats you think is the hardcore man, they from Zone 6, they from Overlock. They're gonna be out there talking about vote this January for so and so. He really got what y'all got. Man, they better not ever ask me. If I ever make money like that, I'm gonna get on there like Kanye West. George Bush don't care about black people. I'm gonna get on. Donald Trump doesn't care about black. I'm gonna make one for every candidate. Joe Biden. What's the other cat? Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders doesn't care about black people. Next tape. Donald Trump doesn't care about black people. Joe Biden doesn't care about black people because you just see here in America after everything we've gone through, there's been no pay to our respects.
That's right.
No one cares about the slaughter and the murder that has gone on for our communities for over 500 years. There's been no justice for black people, for Hispanic people, for the Native American Indians. Now, you got to realize they tried to wipe us out for this land. And who's going to fight for us, man?
That's right.
Who stands for us in the Senate? Who stands for us in the White House? Nobody. When we built the goddamn White House, we built Capitol Hill. We built America, man, and we keep it running. We mopped the White House floors. Guess what? When they rioted January 6th, it was Mexicans cleaning up the mess. It was the Hispanics that you hate so much that cleaned up the White House after you took a dump in it, man.
Right.
Well, after you try to burn it to the ground, guess what? After all these riots and everything, guess who was cleaning it up? Black people. All that flooding that happened yesterday, guess who cleaned it up? Black people. Hispanics, Mexicans, out there mopping all that water out the street. And you're going to sit here talking about the 4th of July, talking about some happy 4th, talking about some we going to get cooking on the grill, man. You are a disgusting human being, man, if you celebrate the 4th of July. And if you're a black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you lack self-respect.
That's right.
You lack self-respect. And you lack the love of your nation. I want you to know that if tomorrow you celebrate the 4th of July, you are a simp. You're a simp for America, man. You're a damn cuckold for America, man. You're a disgusting bastard. You're a damn sellout, and you should feel ashamed of yourself. But if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian that truly loves your people, man, stand with the Isupk, stand with the Lord, and choose not to celebrate the 4th of July, man.
Damn right.
Choose to stand for something better. Choose to have some goddamn integrity. If you're a man, choose to be a man, bro. Stand on that. We always talk about, I'm going to stand on this. I'm 10 toes down this. Man, be 10 toes down for your nation, man. Be 10 toes down for your bloodline. Because it was our blood that they shed to build this place up, man. Right. It was our blood that they shed to build up July 4th, man. And because of that, us in the Isupk under Commander Johanna, and shout out to Commander Johanna and all the generals, man. And right, give them a hand. Because if it wasn't for them, we still be out there celebrating July 4th.
Right.
Just like we still be out there selling drugs.
Right.
Still be out there killing each other. Still be out there trying to sleep with your women. But guess what? Commander Johanna taught us different, man. And he's trying to have us out here teach you different, man. We're trying to teach Black, Latino, and Native American people how to truly love each other. Because this is what it's about.
I'm right.
This is what the Bible is based. Go read all the New Testament. Christ came to emphasize brotherhood. Christ didn't die for you to sit out there on the 4th of July grilling pork hot dogs. You think that's what he died for? You know, the red, white, and blue was standing with the Romans.
Right.
That was like, I'm going to give y'all a little history lesson. I don't think I know history, huh? think I'm an idiot. Them three governments, that's what them colors represents on that flag. The red, white, and blue. They represent the three governments of the United States. I can't tell you them off the top of my head because I forgot, because F America, but we're gonna keep touching on it. It originates from the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, same way, had three governments, and each one of the parties had red, white, and blue to represent each one of the parties in Rome. And that's what America is built off of. So the same people that built America are the Romans. And you can't see it. The people that slaved and slaughtered your people and murdered your king, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ.
Right.
And beat him. Yeah, Jesus Christ got whipped. That's how you know he was black. They whipped him, man. Y'all all seen The Passion of the Christ with Mel Gibson. And that wasn't no devil, man. It was a black man getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? Getting beat. And they threw purple on him, man, to mock him, man. And this is your king. And you want to sit out there talking about celebrate the 4th of July, man. Jesus Christ did not die for you to celebrate the 4th of July. Jesus Christ died for you to be a revolutionary, man.
Damn right.
And died for you to love your brothers, man.
Damn right.
Died for you to love your brothers more than you love yourself. That's what we teach in the Isupk. We teach Black, Hispanic men, and Native American men how to truly be a man of the Lord. And that comes with brotherhood, and it comes with sacrifice. That's right. It comes with not seeing your family all the time. But it's worth it for my people. It's worth it so people can't look at me like I'm some sellout.
Right.
I'm not trying to be out here like TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar and Geno Jennings. We're better than them. I know we better than them, man. I don't take people's money and run off with it. We take the money that brothers give us in tithes and everything else, and Command Johanna uses it to keep the lights on, man. He uses it to pay for programs, man. You about to see it with this Midwest Fire Weekend, man. We in July, man. Hell, the only cookout you should be at this year, man, at this July, is the Midwest Fire Weekend cookout, man. What is it? July 30th. We in Garfield Park, the Black and Brown Unity Cookout. That's the only That's the only cookout you should be at this month.
Right.
To hell with the 4th of July, man. The 4th of July is disgusting. And you're disgusting if you celebrate it, man. If you put on no red, white, and blue shorts tomorrow, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm letting you know right now, if I see anything with American hat on, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm going to laugh at them, car. You know, and then you sisters out there, you ain't slick either. Y'all be putting the red, white, and blue beads in your braids and you get the nails. You can't forget they be getting the nails done with the American flag on it. Y'all sisters think that cute on. Like, come on, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, it's such a foreign thing because we don't know. We have such a low self-esteem here in America. Right. It's time for you to get a high self-esteem. It's time for you to learn how to love yourself. Everybody talking about loving themselves and loving who they are. It's time for you to love your nation, man. Time for you to love your people. And through you loving your people, you're not going to love the crimes that they committed against your people.
Right.
It's plain as simple as that. Like, they put crack in your neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? They put crack in Black, Hispanic, and you can still see the effects to this day. That shit happened. That's like, that happened in the 80s, brother. That happened in the 80s, where they put crack cocaine in Black and Hispanic neighborhoods, where they flooded all of Hispanic land in South America with guns and money for the drug cartels. And you can see Mexico is in a warring state. El Salvador, Guatemala, they're all at war. You're still seeing the effects of the drug war in 2023, over damn near 40 years ago. You want to sit in here talking about the red, white, and blue. Talking about the 4th of July. It's talking about we so glad to be free. Talking about it's Independence Day, man. And y'all sound like house niggas, man. And that's not us.
Right.
You sound like squantos, man. That's not us.
Right.
Us Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in the Isupk, we're free men. We the house cats. We the house niggas. We the ones you hate. We the wagon, for the Native Americans, we call us wagon burners. We the cats that when we would have saw the Pilgrims, we would have burned their wagons. They call us wagon burners. Well, we the Indians that would have burnt the wagons. You know what I mean? I know Carl would have been right there with me, man. And that's what it's about. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, we don't know what it means to have unity now because we've been divided by our oppressor.
Right.
You got something, brother?
Now, what you were saying about the effects of crack, it was so heavy because that's still lingering.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember being in the world and being close enough to a situation where these Aryans and these white biker gangs was having meetings with the black biker gangs. And they was basically letting them know that, okay, next what's coming is what we bringing is meth and fentanyl. The black biker gangs called themselves was going to stand up to it. But you see where we at with it. So, you know, it's just that your oppressor going to come to you in many different forms. Whether it's the Reagan era where Reagan and the CIA going to give you crack, or they going to use biker gangs, the white biker gangs to bring in the meth and the fentanyl. And now that's what we're dealing with now. So your kids out here going crazy because they taking pills that they think or thought was ecstasy. They get hooked on the pills because of the fentanyl that's in it. Once you get hooked, fentanyl is a very addictive drug. It's very addictive. Once you get messing with fentanyl, that's why these kids are going insane, because you got the fentanyl in the pills and it's on the weed. So when you're in traffic and you like, man, that weed just don't smell right because you smelling the chemicals of the fentanyl that's burning off it as well. So people are saying, man, what's going on? The kids are crackheads and they don't even know they crackheads. This is the terrible part of the drugs that's being pushed in, and you sitting up here with an alliance with your oppressor, but you think because you a street gang, you don't have an alliance with them. And it's the same form. They just don't have on a suit. It's the same exact thing what you just said. So now you got crackheads, old crackheads, young crackheads.
Yep. And you see them now. You see brothers now young in they Jordans and everything are just on the corner. It's on the corner, man. The same as crackheads begging for this, begging for that, so they can get their next high, man. These small innocent brothers, or they get high off that fentanyl and go kill another brother, man. And this is the reality you living in.
That's right.
And we think we're free. We think we're in such a fine place that this is America. This is so unbelievably and lovely, man. You gotta come out of that fantasy, man. This is not an American dream for you. It ain't. This is a nightmare.
Right.
We're in hostile lands. We're underneath oppression.
Right.
It's time for you to accept that as a black and brown people. We can't sit here and be like, man, you know, we free. Who free? Who free? I'm not free. I know that for a fact. Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. And once we start to realize that, then we can start seeking a better mindset.
Right.
Once you start thinking as we're held captive, you'll understand better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to show you with this scripture. You could pull that for me, brother.
What you want? Psalms
55 and 20.
And 20.
Let me see.
You want me to wait for you to get there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got it.
Psalms 55 and 20.
Yes, please, brother.
Con, this is the book of Psalms 55 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
He hath put forth his hands.
Yes, what?
He hath put forth his hands.
The Lord said he has put forth his hands. Let's see what he's talking about. Go ahead.
Against such as be at peace with him.
Against who?
Such as with Salagius. Such as be at peace with him.
So the Lord's saying right here, our oppressor has put our hands against those that have been at peace with him. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, we've been at peace with this land. We've been at peace with America.
Right.
Been at peace with these colonizers. But for the last 500 years here in America, they've been at war with us.
Right.
They slaughtered us by the hundreds of thousands, slaughtered us by the millions. Our babies still dying in abortion clinics. There's drugs, fentanyl, crack, still in our neighborhoods.
Right.
Guns being flooded all throughout these neighborhoods. Like, you got to realize that there's no They just passed an assault weapon ban here in Chicago. But here's the thing: they don't know, Car, or they must know, because they're not idiots. There's not one gun shop allowed in the city of Chicago. Chicago is not allowed to have a gun store. If you want a gun, you have to go to the suburbs.
Right.
You got to go to Westchester and Westmont and Rosemont and, Aurora to buy you a gun.
Right.
The average street cat barely goes off his block, barely leaves the city. You know what I'm saying? If the red line don't go there, he probably not leaving.
Right.
If the blue line don't go there, they probably not leaving. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So what is he going to do? How is he buying guns, fully automatic guns at that, if there's no gun store in Chicago?
Right.
You got to ask yourself that, man. They're putting these things like chess pieces so that we kill each other, man. A lot of y'all need to go back and watch that movie Boys in the Hood and listen to Furious and what he was saying.
Right.
There's one part I'll never forget, and it stuck with me forever. He was out there and he took his son out, Trey. Was it Trey or was
Yeah, it was Trey. They went to Compton.
Yeah, they went to Compton, and he was explaining to the gang, he even taught the gang members something. He said, why do you think there's a liquor store in every corner? Why do you think there's a gun shop in every corner? Now, they don't got gun shops here in Chicago, so where they getting the guns from? That's what you got to put it. Who you think giving your boy that's dealing your guns in your neighborhood, who you think he got that gun from?
Right.
Like, you've seen it in the Congo. You've seen it in South and Central America. South and Central America, they got drones right now, car. High-tech drones. The cartels fighting drone warfare with each other. Where they get that from? 50 caliber machine guns. Where they get that from, man? American-made assault rifles they're using to kill each other out there in Mexico. The Sinaloa cartel, the cartel de Tijuana, and Walla, they're out there fighting with AR-15s, Colt M4s, Smith & Wessons, Sig Sauers. Oh, I need to keep going. You know what I'm saying? They out there made with American-made guns. And where they get it from? They went across the border and bought them. You know what I'm saying? And Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, these people are at war with you to this day.
That's right.
And you out here sitting like everything's so fine and dandy. Man, you got to act like you at war, man. You need a spirit of a warrior back in you, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Stop being so damn lenient, man.
Right.
Stop being so goddamn weak. It's time to stand up on your 2 feet and fight. And fight back for your people, man. It's time to gain your people back. Where the soldiers at, man? We want to sit here and go die in wars for our oppressor and sit here die for blocks that aren't even ours. Sit here and die for a nation that never loved us, man. Why don't you live for your people, man, and teach them how to live? Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, it's time for us to stand up. Time for us to stand for our brothers, man. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We got to stand for one another. And the way we're going to do that is by leaving America the hell alone.
Damn right.
Saying the hell with the 4th of July. Loving each other more than anything else. Loving each other and saying we're not going to love the 4th of July. Saying we're not going to love America. Because that's the most revolutionary thing we can do. Who's doing that out there? Even Farrakhan celebrates the 4th of July. Jesse Jackson celebrating the 4th of July. Martin Luther King was out here warring with America when he was with the civil rights movement, doing all this protesting, but he ain't protesting 4th of July.
Right.
He ain't do that. Oh, that's unpatriotic, brother.
Right.
Why would he do that? Malcolm X celebrated 4th of July. All these cats you think are so revolutionary, so hardcore, celebrate the 4th of July. Except the ISUPK on the Command Jihad.
That's right.
You fake Israelites out there. I know you're going to be out there with your little fringes on your t-shirts on the grill, like, yeah, man, my brothers, we can't cook on the Sabbath, but we're gonna cook today. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a goddamn idiot, man.
Right.
And that's our problem here in America. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We don't have any fortitude. We don't have any militancy in our life. We don't have the want to strive for something better. And if we did, we'll be able to stand against this empire, man. And you can get it only here in the Israelite School of UPK on the Command Jihad.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother. Continue the rest of that if you could.
Come. Psalms 55, verse 20.
Go ahead.
He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
What?
Put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Go ahead.
He hath broken his covenant.
He broken what?
His covenant.
He broken so many treaties, man. So many promises he made for us blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. How many times you heard them that every time they kill a black man in the street is, oh, we're going to reform the police. We're going to do some changes. We're going to look into everybody and do backgrounds. They did not do any of that. They just sat there and told you, well, we got caught, right? Tell them we're going to do this, this, and that. It'll stay off our backs for a few months.
Right.
We're gonna defund the police department and do this and do some cutbacks. And none of that ever happens. How many laws they broke against blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians? The Native Americans made over 177 peace treaties with our oppressor. And he broke every single one of them. He broke the treaties in Canada. He broke the treaties here in the Americas. The Hispanics used to be able to come over here and gain work. They used to be able to come over here legally and be able to work for dimes and pennies.
Right.
But now guess what? They're cutting them off at the border, shooting them dead like dogs.
Right.
Leaving them to die in the Rio Grande Valley River, man, like that brother and his daughter that put his daughter underneath his shirt trying to swim across to a better life because you made Mexico a damn hellhole, man. You ripped it of its natural resources, bought out all their businesses, all their corporations, all the corporations out there that you think is Mexican and all that, they owned by Spaniards.
Right.
They owned by America.
Right.
So where the real Mexicans trying to get some work, they can't get any. So guess what they try to do? They try to come to America to give their family a better chance, man. And you treat them like criminals, man. You kill them and you slaughter them because you're a goddamn animal. Go ahead, brother.
Come. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
And every 4th of July, they come out with, we're here as a people standing together. You know, we're here, we bleed red, white, and blue. We're all Americans today, all that nonsense, right? And then go back the next day, you get shot in the streets like a dog.
Right.
You get treated like a savage. You get treated like a spick. You get treated like a Negro.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, we have no right in this land. We have no justice. We have no life in here. It's nothing but death in every corner. So blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, what we have to do is love each other more than anything else.
That's right.
Keep going, brother.
Come.
I want you to read this part because this part is so fundamental to your true Independence Day. Go ahead.
Come. But war was in his heart.
Well, what?
War was in his
He
heart.
talks all this peace, man. He talks all this that he's going to reform the police. And he's going to relook. I'm sorry for all the Native babies we slaughtered in the, what would they call? Damn, I can't think of it right now. One of the transitional schools, the reform schools. They apologized for a car. They meant that. They meant that, brother. They put funding into Chicago housing, and they think they're doing something. They building a new Chicago. That's what they say. They're doing all these things that they lying to you about. They speaking soft words, but war is in their heart.
Right.
They're still flooding fentanyl in the streets of Chicago.
That's right.
They're still giving guns to the gang members.
That's right.
They're still out here funding wars in South and Central America. They still here slaughtering the Native Americans on the reservation. They saying all this peace that they was claiming 500 years ago, wars in their heart.
That's right.
In 1776, they had black and Native Americans fighting in their wars, promising them freedom. They never got it. In the Civil War, same thing, never got it. Never got it, man. World War I, man. Brothers was coming back from World War I and World War II and being lynched in their uniforms. The Zoot Suit riots, let's not forget that, with the Hispanic brothers that refused to go to the war. They were viewed as unpatriotic for trying to dress with some style. I'm sorry, they didn't want to look like every Monday vanilla white person. They wanted to look like they had some class, man. And y'all beat them and raped their women, man.
Right.
Like this is the crimes they committed against you, and you should be ashamed of yourself if you say it's in the past.
That's right.
Because they're still at war with you here in 2023. It's no different than 1776. America's been at war with blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians since its foundation, man. Since Columbus stepped on here and said, and you can read it, it's in his diary. He said, there's no better people on this earth, no greater nation. That's why they gotta be made slaves, man.
Right.
That's exactly what they did to us. Or continue with that if you could, brother.
Come. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
His words were softer than oil. He made so much promises to blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. But yet at every chance they got to, these colonizers, these Europeans, they slaughtered us. They murdered us like animals, man. They did that with the Native American Indians over 177 peace treaties.
Right.
Trying to get the Native Americans to refine and reform, they just did it by bloodshed at the end of the day.
Right.
The Hispanics, one of the most famous things I can think about the Hispanics in 2005, 2004, George Bush, I believe it was called the Patriot Act. That if you were Hispanic and you were illegal, if you went to go fight, there's a movie on it called Green Card Warriors, look it up. If you went to fight in the Middle East against America's terrorists, your family would be guaranteed a green card. And they'll be able to stay here in the United States. Guess how many people got green card after they sent their sons and daughters to die in a war in the Middle East? 0. They sat here and paraded that for you. How many years have they told black people we're gonna reform the police? We're gonna stop all the killings. We're gonna stop all the murders that's going on. Now you think because Lori Lightfoot, old gremlin self, is gone. Now they put some brother up there. What's his name? Jackson, Bonds, Jakes.
I just
the black guy number 3. We're gonna call him black guy number 3.
Right. Brandon Johnson.
Token black guy number 3. That's your mayor, and he's gonna save the day. I know he is, and he's gonna change America, and he's gonna change Chicago, and that just is what it is, huh? Go ahead, bro.
No, so like if I could, I think this brother about to probably sabotage himself because certain words been put in his mouth. When they asked him about what's going on in the black community with the kids, he would start off with the normal, they don't have jobs and all that, but then he started saying little things like, this problem is bigger. This stems from something deeper than just not having a job. They cutting his words off. So if that token ain't careful, you know what I'm saying? But by him being in that position, like you said, he's a token, he's a puppet. He has to do what they say. But he gets in there. Now he really realized, like, I think I set myself up. Because there's no such thing as you can get in politics and help your people. Not for blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. You can't do it. That has nothing to do with us.
That's the fact, Car, because what Car is saying is so early because the politics was set up against you since the beginning. It was set up again since the beginning. You think there was in the Declaration of Independence, 1776, you think there was a nigga in there? An Indian in there, the merciless Indian savage. It was like, hey man, come out the cornfield real quick. What do you think of this? What do you think of this declaration real quick? Think good. The cat can't even read. He's like, it's a nice piece of paper we got here, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really sit here and think like I'm gonna make a difference. How? I'm gonna change the system. The system was built to keep you under, brother. Black, Latino, and Native American Indians, and the problem is we become selfish in this day and age.
Right.
We become selfish for only ourselves. It's time for us to be selfless. We only are selfless. Excuse me. You can't be selfish here in this place.
That's right.
You can't just think about you and yours. Well, mine and me, well, I got, we're good.
Right.
Who cares about every? I don't care about them cats in the hood. All they did was hold me down. You come from that, brother. You come from the struggle. So you should want to help brothers in the struggle, man. You should want to help the brothers in your old neighborhood. You should want to help the brothers on 79th Street. You should want to help the brothers in Inglewood. You should want to help the brothers in Humboldt Park. She want to help the brothers on 26th Street, man. She want to help all these blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that are walking without a purpose. She want to help the reservations, man. That's what we're doing here in the Isupk County Comanche Honor. We're doing this because we want to help those that we left behind.
Damn right.
We want to help those, man, for all the brothers that we lost due to gun violence, for all the brothers and sisters we lost due to drug abuse, for all the molested sisters out there, for all the molested brothers out there. We going out there so we can do it for them, man. For all those that we lost in these wars and trenches, man. We're doing this in their memory. And this is why we're standing against the 4th of July, because we're doing it in memory of our ancestors, man, and the honors of the Maccabees, and the honors of Nat Turner, Sitting Bull, Geronimo, Emiliano Zapata, these amazing brothers that stood against our oppressor, man. Man, there was one brother, man, in the Mexican Revolution, he once said, because, you know, they had Mexicans fighting with the French. Right. He said, man, if you ain't Mexican, man, I'll surrender. If a Mexican man, gets the drop on me, I'll surrender. He said, now, if it's a white man that catches me, I'll die. I'll die. Chief Red Cloud once said, I'd rather live every day as an Indian. No, I'm sorry. I'd rather die today as an Indian than live any day as a white man. Damn right. And that's the spirit you need to have. You need to get the spirit of a revolutionary in you. And the way you're going to be able to do that is learning the true teachings of Jesus Christ. Right. Jesus Christ was the biggest black and brown revolutionary, man. That's why the Romans put him to death. It was terrified, just like they're terrified of us. They send the FBI in here, the CIA. We know our phones are tapped. We know the camera systems in here are tapped. They're looking through us through the Alexas, and we don't give a damn. Right. You want to know why? Because you can't stop what the Lord is going to cook up in here, man. The Lord, we are the Lord's prophets, and he's sending us down in here to teach blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians how to love each other, because that's the most powerful thing. It's more powerful than 10,000 nukes. You know, it's more dangerous than Russia and Putin, man, because this is going to bring the true warfare against America. Damn right. And I'm not talking about us. Jesus Christ is going to come fight for you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, and all you got to do is learn how to love each other. That's it. And we're going to end it with that last verse, brother. And then right after where you left off.
21?
Yes, sir.
That was the end, unless you want to go back over.
Yeah. Give me the next verse.
The book of Psalms, 55 and verse 22.
Actually, give me 23.
23. This is the book of Psalms, 55, verse 23.
Go ahead.
But thou, O God.
What?
Thou, O God.
Go ahead.
Shall bring them down into the pit of destruction.
Shall what?
Bring them down into the pit of destruction.
The Lord say he's going to bring these people down to the pit of destruction. Go ahead.
Bloody and deceitful men.
And what?
Bloody and deceitful men.
And this nation is what?
Bloody and deceitful men.
The founding fathers, Christopher Columbus, they were all bloody and deceitful men, man. And the Lord's going to bring destruction on this nation, on their sons. You want to know why? Because they put our sons on fentanyl, man. Because they put our sons on crack cocaine. Because they locked our sons up for dime bags while they're making riches on marijuana farms, man. Because they want to lock our sons up for having a 9mm on them while they out there with fully automatic assault rifles doing killing sprees, man. They just had another mass shooting at the Oakbrook Mall. Yeah, a few weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. Why we ain't hear about that, man? This is where you don't realize the Lord's going to destroy America, man. And you can't celebrate July 4th. Lord hates America. You can't see it. America's doing everything God stands against. Like, it's in your face. The LGBTQ movement is in your face. And God's against that.
Right.
God's against interracial dating, but it's in your face.
Right.
God's against all of this. God's against weed, and they legalized it.
Right.
Go ahead, brother. Continue.
Khan shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee.
The Lord's going to destroy America, man. They're not even going to live through half their days. Their time is going to be cut down short. and it's gonna be justice for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
I'm right.
It's gonna be justice for you, Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. But for the only way for you to gain justice is to leave America the hell alone.
I'm right.
And to love your nation once again. Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, this is the Isupk telling you the official ban on July 4th has started since 1969.
That's right.
And we're going to keep it going, man. Join with us, man. Come and celebrate Shore people and say the hell with July 4th.
That's right.
We're going to celebrate our people every day by doing away with America's customs, man.
That's right.
And doing away with the slavery and downtrodden that they put on our minds for the last 500 years. And with that, I'm going to pass the class. Police and Officer 500 Car. The water for rocking with us tonight.